Hello and welcome to the live trading room recap for Tuesday, November the 17th. My name is Barry Enerson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and the room is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'm live on the mic between those two times. All right, I have to keep watching this one, GNC. This was the exciting one in the room, and as I said in the room, this is, just one second, please. All right. So as I was saying, as I said in the room, this was a great collaboration effort. And this is why, is the value of a room. This is not an AI strategy. And in fact, at this point, I think this is noon, 12:15 or so. This is the candle. I was actually making some lunch, and I came back, and when I saw a lot of the posts in the room, and they were talking about GNC and Herbalife, and I guess the Department of Justice is looking into some of these wild claims that these nutritional companies are making regarding their products. And so this is just something that now I probably would have missed it. Not 100% sure it was going to show up on another scan that I have. I probably would have missed it. And I'm looking, by the way, I'm looking like I want to get out of this. If it breaks down through 27, I'm out. Again, I probably would have missed it had I not, looked at the posts in the room. I got into the trade right here on the bounce. I'd said I was looking to short it if it got under 23 right here, and I am looking to short this on the top if it because this is definitely going to be in the news. GNC were actually in the news a couple of weeks, so maybe 2 or 3 weeks, so maybe a month ago. I can't remember exactly. If I bring up the daily, you'll see. Right here, the claims were that they weren't using natural products, that they were synthesizing their products. So it got slammed right there. It had it made a recovery down again. And now today, I mean, look at this. I mean, it was sitting at, let's just make sure, get the 15-minute candle again or chart again. It was sitting at $31 and it got all the way down to 22. So almost a $10 drop. So anyway, on the 15-minute chart, this is what kind of got my attention. You see these candles, the tails. Sellers try to take it down further. The buyer stepped in. Sellers try to take it down further. The buyer stepped in. So when it broke over 25, and again, I have to watch this. I want to get out of it if it breaks down through 27. When it got over 25, let me just get rid of the crosshair sync here. When it got over 25, I took the trade right. Well, it was 25.21 actually. Got rid of a little bit at 25.40 just in case, just in case it did something crazy and just dropped again because it's highly emotional right now. A little bit more at 25.90 in case it couldn't break through the whole number. As I know it says, there we go. 25.90, and then some more at 26.32 to make. I wanted to just get a dollar on the my first buy, and now kind of holding on now just to see. And yay, I love doing this live. So it is ramping up again. Who knows where it's going to stop? But again, I'm going to have to put this on another. I'm going to put this over here so I can keep an eye on it and unsymbol link. Okay, just to keep an eye on it. So obviously, I mean, that's the exciting trade of the day. Now, there were a couple others, not so exciting for me. Exciting only in the fact that I kind of blew it. DKS was one that, let me just get DKS here. DKS was an earnings play, and let's get a 15-minute chart up. Earnings play. So it closed at 40.79 yesterday, and bang, all the way down here. This is the pre-market. Well, actually, this is 7:30. Okay, so this is the pre-market. Earnings play got slammed. Now, as you know, I have been loving to play these ones. These are the ones, especially as a retailer. Said before, the bios are a little more difficult to play the bounces because, bios just being what they are. When I look at a retailer, Dick's is not going out of business. This is sporting goods. They're not going out of business. They had a bad quarter, okay, but I've been loving to play the balance, like the Nordstroms and a couple of others. Macy's didn't play it, but they all will bounce at some point. Obviously, the trick is to find out where they're going to bounce. Now, actually, I was hoping it was going to hold this level right around here, and then I was looking to get in at 35. And unfortunately, it didn't, and it dropped all the way down. Now this makes it, in my opinion, a lot tougher to get into it because, it's 33.37 and now it's already had a dollar, almost a $2 bounce, when you get up to this area here. But I did take the trade at 35.16, right about here, 35.16, right there. And unfortunately, I got out some at 35.43. On that first pop, I tend to do that just in case, because I've already had the big drop, and I tend to take some profit immediately, and then try to ride the rest. The problem is this started moving down, and I got out basically at my break even at 35.16. So look what happened. I think it's actually 35.23 that I got out as it was coming back down. And then, look what happened. It screamed higher. Again, my initial buy, 35.16, that's almost $2. I'm not saying I would have got out right at the top, but that's a $2 lift. So unfortunately, that little action right here got me out of the trade, which, really was a little upsetting for me. But anyway, that's just the way it goes. I did get back into the trade, 36.81, right around here. Got back into the trade right around here. Got a little greedy, got up to 37.24, did not sell, and then as it came back down, basically got out flat again. So kind of a dreary trade for me in DKS, but I know some got into it. This was my focus in the pre-market. I said this is the one I really want to focus on. It's just that this action right here. It just didn't give me the confidence to hold on. So that's just the way it works. Now, the AI channel did not work out very well today, but it's interesting. And Dan came in the room today and said that they're going to make some modifications. This is an interesting graph that we've got here. This shows how the alerts are going over the period of time. And you can see at the beginning the AI channel was doing quite well actually, and then all of a sudden it reversed. Now it's coming back a little bit, but as Dan said, they're going to be making some modifications so that you don't let a trade that has been a winner for you turn into a loser, because this is kind of skewing, the profit. What it actually looks like. I mean, because it right now it's just based on a simple stop, a simple timed exit. Timed exit may not change, but I think the way they're going to handle the stops and also if you're in a profit position, do you take some out? So because you'd never want you in the real world. I mean, I would never let a nice profitable situation turn into that. So but it is interesting to me that I was all excited about this one. This was going to be the one that I couldn't wait to see because this was what they called the wedge. And, it had tested out at almost 83% win rate and a big 5.2 profit in over the last 60 days or 90 days or over the last test. I guess that's the test period they were using. So I was really excited to get all these alerts, and unfortunately, this was the worst strategy, even though the market was up today. So it just goes to show, even though this tested out so fabulously over the last 90 days, and you would think that with the market being strong today, that you're going long on these, that they would work out well. It just didn't turn out that way. So I did take one, actually, I took a couple off it and a couple of losses. One was Royal Dutch, RDS, was a preferred. It's kind of a strange one, RDS.B. I got in at 50.12. I got out at 49.97 for a loss there. And also LVS, Las Vegas Sands. Got in at 36.80, sorry, 46.10, and I got out at 45.97. So they just didn't work out. Very strange. Again, that, on a day that the market is pretty good, and this had tested out so well that, this was the worst performing strategy for the day. But anyway, enough of that. The GNC is still, it put in a big top there at 27.90. I'm probably going to get out very soon. It's 27.40 right now, so I'm going to get back to the room. And I have a couple of things I have to do before I get back into the room, but definitely if it breaks down through 27, I'm out. Probably should have taken some off when it got all the way up to the top, almost to 28. You can see right here, almost up to 28. But I was a little bit distracted doing the video, but we'll see. It might have see if it can break through this little high spike there in the 15-minute candle. If it can break that, it might have another little go in it. But this one will definitely have to be watched going forward because it's definitely has it's been tainted for again from the previous several weeks ago, the claim that they were using synthetics instead of natural products in their vitamins or their products. I don't know in what they were using it in, and now of course with the entire industry coming under Department of Justice scrutiny. So we'll have to see. This is shortable for me, so I will certainly be watching it tomorrow and maybe even later on today to see if we finally get a top and then maybe a breakdown. All right, that's it for today. Exciting day because of this. No, it didn't come from the AI channel, but again, if you watch just follow the posts in the room. Most people were all over this one, all over it in terms of watching it. Now it's up to you to decide whether, when you want to take the trade, if you want to take the trade, but certainly everybody was watching it. All right. That's it for today. Again, here's how to get into the room. Room's open from 9 to 4, and hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye bye.